Peggy from the Paper Bumblebee. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you have a gorgeous day today. I hope you're enjoying your day. I am going to do a design team project for Barbara today, and I'm going to use her newest kit, Petals and Posies, and this is the ephemera pack. I printed only this pack. You also get a pack with the journaling pages, and there's also a pack with the planner pages. I didn't print those. I will link them down below for you guys so that you can click. I will also link Barbara's shop, and please don't forget I also have a discount code you can use in her shop for 10% discount. It's Peggy 2022. So let me show you the ephemera pack. There are some journaling cards and a bookmark, or you can use it as a tuck spot. Got these four large tags. Then I've got these four slanted pockets, and this strip looks like tickets. And I also got this with the little tags and some ephemera pieces with some envelopes. So I'm going to use this to make a design team project for Barbara. So now I'm going to cut out and then I will be back. Okay guys, so I cut some stuff out, and well, as you may know me, I'm more of a vintage girl. These are beautiful, beautiful images and a beautiful kit, but not really my thing, the bright colors. So what I wanted to do is try and vintage this up a bit. So as you can see, these were, I think this was the tickets, and I cut out the flowers, and I got a book page here, and I am going to use this as a little, well, tuck spot, but this is way too bright for me. So what I'm going to do first is cover this with some of the backing of napkins, just to dim the color, that it's not that bright of a color. So I'm just going to take one layer, if I can get it. I'm just going to separate these two layers. Okay, so now I'm just going to take some glue stick, glue book. I am going to just glue everything on here, and cover it with this. And it doesn't have to be flat, it's flat, so that's fine also. Now I'm going to go with water and just tear out the excess. You know how I am always about that. Okay, so I covered it and I took water and tore off the excess. So that is the difference. I didn't put any glue on top. So now I think of taking an embossing folder and embossing this. This is from Tim Holtz, and this is the number 665735. Beautiful, it looks like lace. So I'm going to put this through my embossing machine, and let's see how that looks. Okay, so I put it through once. Let's see. Ooh, so we've got this now. I'm loving that. And I actually wanted it the other way around. I want this raised part to be on this side, but that's okay. So now I'm going to ink it up with Vintage Photo. Don't want it to be too dark. And just ink all around it. There we go. And now we can try to go over it as well. I'm just going to take the dabber and see if I can get it to be a bit more vintage, like so. And then you take your scissor. I've got this little paper cutter. I'm just going to vintage it up a bit, roughen the edges, and then just ink it up again. You can also just use your scissor. It will do the same thing, maybe even better. and get it to look more old vintage looking. And then just go over it with your ink again. Just tearing that a bit. So, and then I'm going to glue these two pages together, for I want it to be a bit thicker of a page to put the tuck spot on actually, like so. And then we are going to glue the tuck spot on here. If the glue wants to come out, there we go. Glue here, here and here. And then we can glue it on the page. And we can ink around the page as well. Take some darker inkies for that. Should actually wait till it's dry. And then of course you can go around it with your sewing machine if you want to. Gonna do some, I think, some black splatters, just to round this up, just to make it one complete, give it a complete look. And then you might also want to, I just did this splatter like this, and I've got some there. Do it with some gold, just if you want to pick up the colors a bit. So I'm gonna dry this quickly and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so I'm loving this little tuck spot. What you can do is, okay, I've got some gilding wax. You can take some watercolors or whatever. I'm just going to take some gilding wax, use my finger and go over it if you want some bling in there as well. So there we go. And I think this is a gorgeous page. And if you want to do some more to get it more vintagey, you can even add some beautiful lace. Let's do that. Or even here. Let's do it on the bottom, or maybe this. Yeah, I love that. So let's glue this on here as well. It takes fabric glues. Open it up maybe. And we can glue this here. Put that down here. And then you can vintage this up again, and you can go on and on and on. But this is my tuck spot for now. I'm loving it, and if you don't know if you can see it, there's also some gold on there, some bling. So loving that. Got one tuck spot. So I'm just going to do the same with this one, and we're going to make another tuck spot. We're going to use a vintage page again. I've got my vintage book, taking a page, and I'm going to glue some napkin on top there, and I will be embossing this as well. And then I'm going to emboss this time the other way around, I think, and see how that looks. Maybe it's a disaster, I don't know. Let's have a look together. just going to glue this and emboss it, and I'll be back. Okay, let's have a look. Yes, that's what I wanted. I used the embossing folder the other way around the last time and it wasn't what I wanted. Love, love, love this. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, what shall I do? I think for now I'm going to ink up around my flower. This is going to be the page. I'm going to put my tuck spot in. I might even double it up. Let's see. Yes. Just going to glue this down. And then ink around this with some ground espresso, nice and dark. There we go. And I'm just debating if I should do, if I should do gold on here or the ink. I think I'm going to do vintage photo and see. Oh yes, loving that. But now there's nothing in there, you see what I mean? Jelly bean. Okay, I'm just going to ink around the page as well. Okay, I've done that. I was thinking I am going to try, and maybe I'm ruining it now, to take ground espresso and go over it again. But this is, the ground espresso is darker, and I'm going to spritz some water and see how that reacts. Not much happening, I think. Not really. Gonna take some, I'm gonna dry this quickly and take some gold. But first I want to try and do something in between there. Okay, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna take some vintage photo. I'm gonna put some on here. Use some water and a paintbrush and see if I can vintage this up a bit more. It's still too bright for my taste, so let's see if this helps. This red as well. Don't think you will see anything on here, but might help dimming down the colors a bit. Just going to get some more ink on here. There we go. This is a bit darker, so I used less water. Yep, that looks a bit better, I think. Okay, let's see it on the page. Yeah, I think that's fine. I am going to dry that quickly again. There we go. I want to vintage this up a bit as well. So I think I will be using some of my Distress Spray stain, and I'm just going to spritz it like it is on here and take some water and see if that will, yeah, that will react a bit. So now I'm gonna let it dry like this, and I'm just thinking if I should put some, I'm going to put some vintage photo on there as well, just a bit, just for a variety in color. And I'm gonna let this air dry quickly. Okay, I didn't have any patience, so I dried it with my heat gun. I'm just gonna ink my edges again with ground espresso, some darker edges. And then I want some black splatters on there as well. Yeah, I need something else, and I think black splatter is the thing that I need. I hope. Let us put this on here and do both. Just a bit on the flowers, more on the background. Okay, drying that again. There we go. I think that's better, but I actually wanted this more brown. So what I'm gonna do is take my ground espresso and just go over it so that it will get a bit darker. It doesn't have to be all over, but some places anyway, just so it is more cohesive. I didn't like that look too much. Yeah, I think that's better. Now we are going to play with some gold, and I'm going over the raised parts on this embossed piece. And maybe you haven't got this kit, I don't know, maybe you've got some pictures from a magazine or whatever. You can do this with anything, but I think if you take a picture from a magazine, just back it up with some papers or book pages or something so that it's a bit thicker. There we go, love that. And maybe we can do some of the edges as well. Just some contrast, doesn't have to be everywhere. Here we go. So now I'm going to glue this down. Tacky glue. Well, that's too much. Sorry guys, got so much glue on my desk here. There we go guys, so 2 pieces that I made out of these bright colors. And now you can use these if you've got like a junk journal, and it's a vintage junk journal. You can glue this in so you've got like a double pocket or double tuck spot, and this you can glue in the corner here as a pocket here and a tuck spot there. And you can even embellish this a bit more on here, like a die cut or something with brown paper. So you can do a lot of things with these. So I hope you like this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye bye. Bye.